Alright, got FAT versus BYD. BYD in the left, right side, I'm at red side, and FAT in the blue side. We got some good ass picks, I'm not gonna lie. Both sides.
First time mid laner pick here, Alessandra for BYD. Also against the first time against a Swain. Heavy trading here in the mid lane. Both not really doing much, forcing each other to back.
In Annie securing kill in bot lane already.
Looks like the MF wasn't too much help.
Yeah. Nola was in a scuffle on the top lane. Let's get away.
Both laners backing. Looks to be losing for the Garen, worst wave state, but
Gets
fairly even still. Caitlyn does trade back on the Jhin.
We got some right side rooters in the chat. To be honest, we did our right side win, everyone's winning on the left side currently.
Garen is one of the favorites last Invitational, so we'll see how he does this time. Lissandra, though, her AI has been updated. Last season, she wouldn't ult at all, but according to some stats, some data that has been heard through the grapevines, she does actually ult this season, so she seems to be a viable pick.
This before she walks in with 1 HP, gets a kill by the red side. 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, and as I was talking about Lissandra, almost solo killing the Swain mid here, forcing him to back. TP back by the Swain.
Swain hits the W, autos. That's a lot of damage.
Heavy trading here. Looks very even. Lissandra, if she lands that Q, she can kill, but no.
Annie dying for the red side.
Ooh, the reload mechanic for the Jhin here. Too much time taken. Cannot catch up to the kill.
Lissandra teleported bot lane, securing some farm. However, it gives
picks up the wave and moves back mid. Oh, never mind. She's back in the bot lane looking for some action, hoping to catch someone out here, out of vision. Almost manages that, but to no avail. Now losing waves mid. Not sure if that decision would cost her.
Nerf Caitlyn, I also agree. Caitlyn's like strong, especially in 2025. I forgot what rank, but the traps. What? I can't see it.
How strong as a pick is Swain though? Like how early does he R? Because the earlier he Rs, the stronger the champ would be. But we'll have to see.
Swain R's, dies to Lissandra.
Level 5 to 6 even. Lissandra picking up that extra kill, even burning the Swain R.
For memory,
Nautilus seems to be doing very good into Garen, as he's building up to be very tanky. Hard for the Garen to one-shot, even through his R. Jhin here landing 2 traps on the Caitlyn. That's a lot of damage for a spell that's almost impossible to land.
That is some crazy momentum for the red side.
Yeah, the one downside with having Nautilus here is they are both kind of sustained matchups, but Nautilus does not have the resource regen to match his lane prowess, but does end up almost killing Garen, burning the Ignite, but both still live.
Jhin landing 2 ults against the MF, picking out kill for the red side.
Yeah, good dive here for BYD's bot side. Picking up extra kill for the AD carry.
Some fights in both sides on top and bot.
Swain does ult here. Almost manages to get the kill. Lissandra flashes away, barely surviving.
Swain.
Yeah, no more ult for the Swain here.
Garen.
Lissandra did use that ult, forces the Swain to flash, or else that Garen ult would have killed him. TP stopped by the Caitlyn trap. Manages to net a kill. Premature TP there from Lissandra, staying right in front of the enemy ADC. Big stun here by Annie, that's a big combo. But in the end, with the Swain TP, the trade is still just 1-for-1. ADC for support though, however, so the trade seems to be up for BYD.
This game is actually going quite even. The scoreline of 7-6.
Yeah, compared to other games, it's actually quite a slow game. As I say that, double kill for the Jhin in the bot lane.
Nautilus actually matching the Garen. From memory, it was a counter to it. However, didn't expect.
Yeah, Rod of Ages Nautilus here. Like really tanky. And early Rod of Ages means he'll hit that XP threshold just that much faster. Also being able to hit level 20 this season.
Sancho being in and getting killed by the Swain misfortune.
Yeah, Swain stacking a lot of HP here through his passive. 14 passive stacks already. That's 210 bonus HP for the Swain.
Caitlyn gets rooted.
No way, the Annie backs there. Caitlyn locked on the teddy bear. Tibbers, grabbing her aggro, manages to let the Annie back in safety.
Sandra picking up another kill against the Swain with the help of someone.
Honestly, you're not quite claiming the plate. That first plate for top lane on a sliver of HP.
Annie going deep into enemy lines as Misfortune does find her.
Yeah, this Nautilus looks to be doing really well into the Garen. Always forcing him out of lane.
Caitlyn landing 2 traps against the Jhin and forcing him in the back.
Yeah, battle of the mid picks here. 2 mid picks. They're both very even. Let's see which one gets to be more useful. The Sandra kiting out of the Swain ult, but does get hit by the Swain E. Pulled back in, but manages to live as she flashes away. Quest finished for Swain.
EP from Swain in bot lane. Swain lands everything but dies very quickly.
Yeah, no more ult. The Tibber is expended for Annie, but that cooldown, such a low cooldown. It should always be used on cooldown, basically. I'm saying cooldown too much. The spell is a very low CD. Yeah.
Misfortune getting
MF,
caught.
maybe walking up a bit too far. Jhin only firing 1 shot. If he could have fired more, maybe he would have netted a kill. Does end up killing, however, through the dive. But the Swain here, big ult. Massive Caitlyn ult coming in from the side, landing on the Jhin. That's an ace, effectively, for the blue side.
What a great team fight for FAT there.
Yeah, the dive not working out quite right for BYD, as the Swain ult keeping him alive for so long, and that damage he does with the Blackfire Torch.
Caitlyn now matching the Garen and top. Misfortune. Is this a late swap from the bot?
Yeah, Swain 2 levels up already with his quest finished, that upgraded boots, chain-laced crushers, granting him a lot more survivability, letting him dish out a lot more damage.
Nautilus is somewhat AFK in the fountain, and I do not know why. Oh god.
Yeah, sometimes the bots do bug out, but that is well defined within the rules. If they do bug out, it is not gonna be a remake. That is just how the bots AI work, and you'll just have to live with it. Caitlyn here, though, getting a lot of plates topside. This Caitlyn pick, once scaled 3 to 4 items, she can start one-shotting people on the enemy team.
Swain. Hits a massive E, however it is a 1v3 for him.
Yeah, if Swain pops the ult though, pretty sure he can do the 1v3. He's very tanky already, getting Rylized next, getting that Giant's Belt already, a lot of HP to spare, especially with his passive. Swain TP's in top lane, does manages to pull the Jhin, not getting the kill though, but the Garen here has the Rylai's for the Swain. He has basically infinite chase potential if he wants to. Basically a 1v4, forcing 3 different targets to like 1 HP, but they all manages to escape to the fountain. So it does not get a kill. Yeah, counter push here for BYD. Right up the mid lane, claiming those plates. Misfortune MF still back in the top lane, trying to get this inhib. Nautilus back in the game, defending. That's a big R, but no follow-up. Swain here, R. It seems when Swain R is up, the champ is very strong. Caitlyn though, a lot of pressure for the blue side top. Well, a lot of pressure on the red side top side. Well, that was incredible. The Eddie walked into the Caitlyn trap and the Swain immediately W'd. That's extra stacks there. Swain, no ult though. 1v3, and he does walk away, and so does Lissandra, leaving Garen to finish him off with that Ignite and R.
Caitlyn flanking the Garen here. Managed to get some massive damage on him.
Caitlyn's a lot of damage right now. 2 items and that extra range to kite the Garen. Does end up getting the kill collected.
I don't remember the Caitlyn statistics, but Caitlyn is one of the top 5 contenders of Makers of Portland.
Yeah, that extra range really helping out the bot with the spacing and the kiting. And also the heavy damage, heavy upfront damage that Caitlyn has does help the bot's AI. Swain here ulting basically 4 people, but stuck under tower, taking a lot of tower damage. His build does not have quite that much armor to tank out the tower. So the trade ends up being a 3 for 2 in the favor of the blue side. I mean, favor of the red side.
Scoreline is even, however, FAT has advantage from that one inhib down top lane.
Yeah, but if that inhib doesn't convert into anything, that's extra farm for BYD.
Wayne.
Maybe their carries can start scaling up.
Teleports in, hits the E against the Annie, hits the W.
Hitting every spell so far except that E, but the auto does manages to get the kill.
Dollars getting 1v2 by the Garen, the Sandra in mid. Gets ignited, hits the ult.
Yeah, the Sandra R. Not enough. Nautilus running away. That's slow with the E. Garen ult does come down. Justice nets him a kill.
Caitlyn 13 and 4.
Yeah, 3 item Caitlyn here with the LDR, the Giant Slayer passive back for the new season. She will be one-shotting tanks.
And Alessandro.
Yeah, Caitlyn, any headshot auto effectively renders half your HP missing. Tipper is smacking away at her while the Caitlyn takes down the inhib. Garen works on that misfortune.
Cool. In it to win it. Goes the Caitlyn at top lane.
Yeah, all said and done, this Nautilus did not let the Garen snowball, so he's not as strong as what he was in his previous seasons.
1 item.
Yeah, Nautilus seemingly 1v1ing him. Does kite him away though, slowly, into the Swain W. And Nautilus HP is still basically full here. The grasp, extra HP, that extra healing, that damage, ignite ticking down with the Swain W. Health does end up killing the Garen.
Nautilus roller build. I haven't seen it before, but it's working out against the Garen. And helping out the team.
No Riftmaker yet, but the Roa does make him very tanky, while simultaneously granting him a lot of damage. The Swain here is so strong. With that ulti. hitting 2 people at once, all that extra healing, all that extra damage, that Blackfire damage amp as well. Well, not quite damage amp, but the AP it grants.
It will be.
And it's an early end here for the blue side. The Swain, Caitlyn, Nautilus, MF.
What a great match. Early game was quite even, but it went really one-sided afterwards, especially the mid game.
Yeah, as the ADC scales up, Caitlyn just starts one-shotting everybody. And that Swain, that power pick, able to 1v3 at times with his ult up. The Sandra, not quite the same champion.
Alright, as this is the final game for today, that will be all. Catch you all later. See you in the next game whenever that is.